Hey Jennifer, how you doing? All right, so these are looking fantastic. Really nice work. Let me back out a little bit. I think I noticed something before. I want to bring this to your attention, but he's too high in the composition, and we can clearly see that by his relationship to where the top of his head meets the typography, but also in relationship to the position of his eyes compared to Kilmer's eyes, right? So they're just trying to pull that down just a little bit. Not that it has to be perfect, but this is a little bit obvious that this is really a lot higher in the composition in the picture plane than the other compositions. So I'm going to pull that down a little bit for just for consistency's sake. I think that the work is really fantastic. Um, each one is depicting these different kind of unique visual personality traits associated with each of these characters. So I think they're really fantastic. One thing I will say is, so I've really only got three comments. Okay, not real sure about gray as the background color. I think we can add a lot of life to these if you were to pick something a little bit maybe. Well, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Just experiment with color in the background because I don't think gray is doing these illustrations justice. This word forever, I swear that is stretched. I mean, that I mentioned that in a previous critique that had looked like it had been skewed. So check that because I'm going to bet on it, Jennifer. I mean, let me know. I'm really super interested to know because it could be a PDF rendering, but I'm certain that has been somewhat altered or skewed or otherwise distorted. So check that. Let me know, please. I'm super interested to find out about that. Okay. Let me see. So that's typography, background color, positioning. Oh, the next thing I want to talk about really is contrast. And I had mentioned this before too, but I want you to do this little this little checkpoint with me. And I do this all the time in design work and illustration. And you know what we used to do back in the day is we used to take the composition and we used to paste it up on the wall and walk halfway across the studio and look at it. And we can do that just simply by zooming out a little bit. What I'm getting at here is we can see these bottom two are lacking a little bit in contrast because we can see we're losing detail. We still got plenty of detail here and here because these have a lot of contrast associated with them, but the bottom two illustrations don't. Now granted, the relationship between dark hair and the skin tone is going to add a natural amount of contrast, but I'm going to recommend that you try to figure out a way to add a little bit more contrast to these bottom two illustrations. Okay, other than that, I'm super pleased. I think these are fantastic. But think of those changes. If they make sense to you, go ahead and try them. We'll take a look at them, see if they work. And definitely I'll be doing double time this week. So you know, if I know a lot of students will want to resubmit and have their work commented on several times, and that's typically what happens, and I'm fine with that. So if you want to do that, please have at it. I'm here. If you're submitting, I'm commenting. All right, Jennifer, great job. Thank you very much.